Hi YouTubers, I'm making this video about the Samsung Galaxy S3 mobile phone to prove and show there is a design fault with the screens cracking, as it is a common issue on this phone, even though Samsung will not admit this. No matter what, if you have bought one of these phones from Samsung Galaxy S3 and the screen cracks, Samsung have said no matter what, they will not pay for the damage to it. They will not admit any liability. They will not acknowledge that there is a fault with it. But this video is to prove that this is what's happened in my phone. First of all, external damage. There's none. This phone hasn't been dropped. There's no chunks out the plastic or anything. You can actually see where it's cracked from. If you look at the button you press, I think I'm going to have to zoom in a bit for this, it's very hard to get. There, where you would press this button with your thumb or your finger, that's how my phone has cracked. From that point there, where the digitiser meets the LCD screen, that's the point of where it's happened from. As you can see, the cracks run out right across the screen from there. That's where it started from. And if you've got a Samsung Galaxy S3, have a look at it now. Look how close the digitiser screen is to the button. It's extremely close. With anything with glass, laminated, toughened, whatever, it shows where it's travelled from, the point of impact. So it's plain to see to anybody, don't have to be an expert, this is where the damage is being caused from. Press it there and it's run out everywhere. Samsung have had this phone. They come and picked it up with a courier, DPD. 2 days later they rang me up and says, we've got your phone, it's going to cost £122 plus VAT to fix it. We're not aware of any issue with the Samsung Galaxy S3 phone with cracking screens. It's physical damage. They would not admit there's a design fault or anything, and it's up to the customer to pay. This has got a 24-month warranty, this phone. I've only had it 6 months and it's done this, and it's obvious even to a non-expert. It's obvious, you can see that's where the damage has started from. It's quite hard to film this, but where that button meets the digitiser, a very small gap. So basically, to speed things up a bit, if you've got one of these phones or you're thinking of buying one, I'd advise not to, because they cost a lot of money, and when they crack, it's up to you to pay for it, to fix it yourself, because Samsung will not hold their hands up. It's disgusting the way I've been treated. You can't get through to the head office, you can't get through to the executive office. I've sent emails, there's no response, everything. Customer services have hung up, and all I'm trying to do basically is I paid a lot of money for a phone, trying to get it repaired under warranty, because you shouldn't have to pay for this yourself if it's a design fault, which it obviously is. It's all over the internet about the fault with this phone. It's a common issue. They sent it back in a jiffy bag. I've omitted some of the information. I got it back today through DPD. Sent it back to me in this box. Customer services number is there for the UK. Sent inside of this bag, and the letter basically, I don't know if the camera can get this or not, I've omitted some of my details. There's the model number, serial number. Thank you for sending your mobile phone to us. We recently contacted you with a quote detailing the cost of repairs needed to fix your phone. As these are not covered by the manufacturer's warranty, as you have told us, we prefer not to pay for the repair. We are returning your phone unrepaired. And they also have gone on to say, if you do change your mind and still like to proceed with the out of warranty repair, it's only 6 months old. It's warranted for 24 months. Then we'll be happy to help you. And it's signed like that. Kind regards, Samsung Electronics. There's no letterhead on it. Obviously I've photocopied this and blanked off my information. But this has come from REGENERSIS, which is the company that repair them for Samsung. There's one in Normanton, Wakefield. There's one in Glasgow. I will leave all the contact details for the email for Samsung. The head office numbers, the executive office, the email, all in the comments tab in the description. I'll leave it all in there. But I made this video basically to show, if you get the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the screen cracks, which it is doing here, it's done exactly that. then that's the attitude you will get from them. You will have to pay for it yourself. They won't admit any liability to this issue whatsoever. When I rang them up, they said that it's the first I've heard of it. It's quite obvious to see. That's where the damage is being caused from. You press the button. If you've got a Samsung Galaxy S3, have a look. See how close that button is to the LCD, to the digitiser. It's extremely close. As that flexes, it cracks and it runs out. That's what's happened to mine. So I've made this video just to show you what you're dealing with for Samsung. If you buy a Galaxy S3 and it cracks, which it will do, you have to pay for the repair yourself, because all they'll say is that it's external damage. And they've also said to me that they don't cover any of their screens no matter what. So any Samsung phone you buy, if the screen cracks in it, you've got to pay for it, even if it's a design fault, which there is an issue with this. Some people have said about them cracking off their own, a hairline crack. It runs like this. What'll happen is your screen will go black after a couple of days and the phone will be useless. So there you are, proof. No external, no physical damage. It's done. This is the point of impact. So I would advise you not to buy one of these phones, because my options left now is to repair it myself, which would cost £122 for Samsung to do it, or fix it myself and sell it or whatever. But I think I'm going to cut my losses and sell it just as it is. The customer services for Samsung, absolutely disgusting. I'll leave all the information in the comments. Rate this video, see what you think. Obviously the proof is in the video. You can see it. Thanks for watching.